Warframe, a very good and fun game, loved by millions at this point, that sadly still does not somehow get the recognition it honestly deserves, especially considering how many wild stories it has.
What's the largest trade you've ever made in Warframe? 500 platinum? 1,000 platinum? Maybe even 5,000. For most new players, this is probably the max you'll spend in one purchase. But have you ever wondered what the biggest trade in Warframe history was? While there's not much information on the largest trades, one infamous deal stands above the rest for both its sheer size and the buzz it created. A trade so massive it became a legend in the Warframe community. This is the Primed Chamber Incident.
This is, by the way, why you have to have trading in your games, because then you get potentially amazing stories, okay? For example, Runescape has, I don't know, hours upon hours of cheating scandals, luring scandals, and things of that nature just because trade exists.
First, let's begin with why Prime Chamber was so valued. Back in July 5th, 2013, the third ever Warframe event began under the name Informant.
Warframe is 12 years old at the minimum at this point? That is insane! I completely forgot about that. Wow. Yeah, it makes you really think why more people are not into it, considering it's kind of super easy to get into it. The bar of entry is not high in the slightest.
Similar to the Fusion MOA event, players had to look for these new enemies, which spawned near the ceiling across various tile sets. They went by the name Informants, and players who killed 20 or more Informants received a Snipetron Vandal complete with an Orokin Catalyst, a free weapon slot, and a base Snipetron blueprint. However, what we really care about today was the reward granted to the top 100 Informant killers, a mod that had not been obtainable anywhere else. Primed Chamber. Upon first glance, it honestly seems pretty bad. Granted, at the time it was decent, and it was actually the first mod of the primed variety. However, it wasn't until the first actual primed mods that the rarity was increased. But what allured many collectors was its exclusivity, given that it was only
Exclusivity, and honestly, as an outsider, 100% extra damage on the first hit from a chamber shot does seem not that bad. Now, granted, I don't know what it actually goes up against, because, for example, 20 per bullet shot percent damage is better than probably first round in chamber for a sniper rifle, but hey, you know?
only provided to the top 100 Informant killers. That meant that there were, currently, only 100 in existence. With that being said, I couldn't find much information on what it would have sold for immediately after the Informant event. However,
Okay, so this is a thing that happens in every game that has trade and that has a long lifespan of longevity. Happened in RuneScape, has happened in a ton of other games. These items, when first an event happens like this, people don't really think too much about them. So these items that can only exist a certain quantity of in the world at any given time. And over time, by the way, the trick with these items is someone's gonna get their account banned, someone's gonna get their account hacked, someone's gonna delete it on accident. These things will never grow, but only degrade in quantity over time, which makes them even more exclusive, honestly. But the trick is, no one thinks though like that at the start of any games, okay? You see an event, everyone has 50 trillion Santa hats. Santa hats throw down to the trash because, well, who cares? 10 years pass, now Santa hats are worth more than houses in real life because that's just how rare they are because it's an exclusive item. So this stuff is insane, okay? Things like this are one of my favorite things that happen in games.
a YouTube video made by Liquid Rain from 2014 shed some light on prices after some more had been circulating throughout the market. At this time, you could have picked it up for 6,000 platinum, which even by today's Riven standards is ridiculous. Now, I did say that there had been more circulating through the market. When Liquid Rain sold his copy of Prime Chamber, there were at least 102 in existence. The original sum from the ranked rewards, then there were 2 that were given out for both Devstream 17 and 18. However, there was a bug that occurred shortly after the October 20th, 2013 patch, which allowed it to be obtained via transmutation for a short period of time. We don't actually know how many copies were created by this bug, so we unfortunately cannot be certain of the amount of copies at that time. Let's be generous and assume 75 additional copies were created, bringing our total by this point up to 177. On January 30th, 2015, the Mirror the Mod contest was posted on the forums. The idea was to mimic the image displayed in a mod of your choosing. The first place prize was yet another copy of Prime Chamber. 2 months later, DevStream49 gave out this mod to one random person, and lastly, DevStream59 gave out one in September of 2015. Up to around 181 copies, there would then be a period of radio.
Wait, how many dev streams that is? Is this more than one dev stream per month? That's a lot more. No, that's a lot more than one dev stream per month. What the hell? This is like 2 dev streams per month. That is a lot of community engagement right there.
Radio silence, where no copies were created for 2 years. On February 17, 2017, DE began a charity stream for Extra Life, which is a fundraiser for children's hospitals around the world. This stream lasted for 72 hours, and after they reached $4,000 raised, they gave away another copy of Prime Chamber. It should be noted that around this time, a YouTuber uploaded 2 videos showcasing 2 separate trades where he gets about 50,000 plat per copy of the mod. The videos have a considerable amount.
That is a 10x price increase only in 3-ish years. Let's say 3-ish years in this case. That is a lot of price increase very fast.
Amount of dislikes, but I can't say for sure why, since the comments are disabled on both videos. For the sake of
people probably got pissed. This is what happens in every game. People are gonna get pissed on people who either got lucky or spend a lot of time playing and have better stuff than themselves. I don't know why this is such a huge thing in gaming, honestly. It doesn't affect me personally, but there is an extremely huge amount of people. Not an overwhelming, thankfully, amount of people, but in every game they exist and they function the exact same way. It's people who are less rich than others, less skilled than others, and so they will spend a considerable amount of their time to try and make the other person that is better than them, in their own definition of the word better, by the way, which makes it even stupider, and that they're gonna try and make that person feel bad about themselves somehow. It's gonna be disliking videos, or doing anything that they honestly can. It's just strange, okay? It's a game. And at the end of the day, it's just a game. Sure, you can real life trade for the stuff, yeah, okay. But still, you're not playing as much as that person. You didn't play it then, but now you're pissed because that person has more? How entitled do you think you are? That is just sad. That is a loser attitude, in my opinion. A complete loser attitude. Probably there's some kind of American that's currently, rooting for communism, because then everyone can be free and be a painter in their spare time, and food just magically appears on the table because reasons. Ugh, idiots.
Brevity, they did giveaways for the mod for DevStreams 94, 107, 112, and 116, with 2 being given out for DevStream 121. During TennoCon 2017, DE Sheldon gave out 5 MTG cards, which could redeem either a legendary core or a copy of Prime Chamber. Let's assume everyone who got an MTG card claimed a copy. Then, finally, 2 more copies were given out during Quiet Shy's stream on January 16th, 2019.
This doesn't actually matter that much, and this actually is going probably in the favor of the price going up, because this is a collector's item at this point that is constantly getting advertised by the devs themselves, it seems like. So this is kind of honestly really wild. This is almost as artificial price increasing, because again, items that are good but no one knows about are sold on average for a less price than items that are less good in games but are hugely known about, because of the simple price and demand. If everyone is looking at this thing, and especially, by the way, considering years have passed, People may not even actually know the situation that this thing. Where is it? Can't click on it, but whatever. That mod actually exists in the range of hundreds in the game. There's a lot of people who probably go in and are like, "Oh my god, wow, such a big mod! Only one of them exists in the world," and that also boosts its price. This is wild.
Only 2 more copies were given out during Quiet Shy's stream on January 16th, 2019. This brings our total up to around 195 copies of the mod, 120 if you don't want to count the bugged ones. Now our story of one of the biggest recorded trades begins in Cologne, Germany in 2018. We will be following Reddit user Ashen Tao, who claims that they and one of their closest friends were at the Tenno VIP 2018 after party, where Rebecca and Megan gave away another copy.
Hell yeah! I don't know who they are, but hell yeah!
A random audience member. That audience member was Tao's plus.
Oh god, both of them are literally life-ruining conditions, and I want it.
Member was Tao's +1. However, sometime after this happened, Tao's friend had to quit Warframe. Tao states that, quote, he wanted to stop playing Warframe about a month later due to IRL responsibilities, and gifted me and another close friend of mine the mod, unquote. You could think of it as someone giving away shares of a company to multiple people. Assume you gave 50% of shares to 2 people, you would split it 50-50 and they would both own 25%. This is a little more complicated with a Warframe mod since you can't split it in half, but I'm assuming there were no issues since it was one of Tao's closest friends. They both wanted to sell it, and according to Tao, the price of the mod by this point was an eye-watering 175 to 200,000 platinum.
Damn!
This was due to the insanely low supply of a highly coveted collector's item, since the Valentine's Day massacre hadn't happened yet, but we'll get to that. Eventually, they both settled.
What is the Valentine's Day massacre? I don't know, but I kind of want to find out.
On a price of 150,000, then began grinding credits for the enormous trade tax that would come with moving that much platinum. For the uninitiated, moving large amounts of platinum isn't just hard because of the trade tax, but because of the validity of said platinum. Either that person earned every single last drop of that platinum by trading or grinding rare items to sell.
7k USD. That's pretty good. Again, we're getting to those real-life house prices soon.
Or they obtained it via illegal sources, hacking, exploits, or cloned credit cards. All of this could result in the platinum they get for the mod being removed.
This is... Wait, what the hell is this? Hacking, exploits, Bro, most people just go probably to G2G and just buy the thing for real money, okay? It's probably not even that expensive, okay? Let me Google. Buy Platinum of Warframe. There we go. We have a sponsored by something, Warframe player auctions, whatever this is. Oh, there's no G2G. Oh, no, there is. Warframe items for sale and stuff. Okay, what do we have here? I have no idea what this is. But $1 can currently net you 171 platinum, it seems like. Yep. 1 platinum can easily net you, $1 can net you 171 platinum. But actually, the prices are kind of wild here. Don't know why, but it is what it is. In any case, there's also. Oh wait, I'm gonna share the screen with you boys because this kind of looks fun. Okay, let's actually look at the platinum situation. Okay, so. Here you can see delivery times, ratings, by the way, total orders, and when they were, so this is, you know, test and whatnot. This is wild, by the way. Look at this guy's prices. It's 50% higher than anyone else's. Why the hell is this? PC, featured, blah, 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 all of these people. This is wild. But yeah, as you can see, for 41 buckaroos, you can get 8k platinum. So, 200k platinum is roughly 16k. No, wait, I looked at this. Oops, my bad. I just looked at this. Let's say it's 40. Let's say it's 40 bucks per 8k platinum. So that would be 12K? No, 10K. That would be roughly 10K. 200K platinum is roughly... Actually, you know what? We're idiots. I can just probably put this in and it's going to show me how much it costs. Yep, 10K. 10.1K. Not that bad. Not that bad. So, yeah, okay. Why would you need hacking, credit card scamming, or whatever the fuck, considering the average person probably is gonna last, 8K platinum is probably gonna last you forever for don't know how long. Oh, wait, no, this guy just has super... Dude, bruh! Guys, super good deal right here. Super good deal right here. It is what it is. And total orders, 10. No reviews, though. $24 delivery. I don't know about that one, Chief. But yeah, I don't know why you would need to hack for platinum or anything else. But hey, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't think it's useful, though.
Removed from their account. If you've ever heard of people having negative platinum after a trade, this is why. To be safe, they reached out to support for supervision.
Oh!
And made sure to record the entire process, hence the origin of this legendary screenshot. In yet another attempt to be as...
Trade tax. Wait, what? 150K platinum. Okay. So, that's pretty neat.
Safe as possible, they held onto all of the platinum for an additional month, then agreed on a split of 50K against 100K and used it as a trade fund for the future. They ended up with a total of 267,000 plat, and they never heard from the buyer again.
Damn.
Around Valentine's Day of 2020, Barakateer made his usual rotation, and to mostly everybody's surprise, this mod was in rotation for a whopping 3,000 Oregon ducats and 1 million credits. That being said, for the people who understood how significant this was, it could have been 10,000 ducats and they probably still would have bought it. A few videos were made on this, mainly reveling in
Oh no, so they crashed the price, eh?
The quote-unquote salty tears of all the collectors who spent hundreds of thousands of platinum on this mod. To be fair, it was...
Yeah, that is such a dick move, by the way. Warframe themselves actually pushes this item to be more expensive and more sought after by telling everyone that exists and it's exclusive. And then they just do this. I would be salty too, I ain't gonna lie. I would be very salty, in fact. Dude, that is all the reason to be salty about this. That just sucks.
Public knowledge that the mod would come back at some point, though nobody expected it to be this sudden, nor in this manner. Immediately following this incident, the prices for Prime Chamber on Warframe.market tanked to around 300 to 400 platinum, or 0.175% the original price. While this is a very sad day for any investors looking to make ridiculous amounts of money, the rest of the community was quite thankful to DE for making this mod more accessible to anyone who wanted it. As of 12/11,
yeah, but why? It's a shit mod, isn't it? So who cares?
11/24, the time of writing the script, the lowest price on Warframe.market is only 333 platinum, and it appears to hover around this price year-round. Well, that was...
Okay, I'm gonna already tell you what's the future of this item. At some point, someone's gonna buy a lot of it. At some point, someone else is gonna buy a lot of it. At some point, someone else is gonna buy a lot of it. And then, the price of this shit was gonna increase. Why? Because this is called merching. It happens. And it's gonna happen. Someone rich enough is gonna make this happen, and they're gonna make a lot of money.
Was quite the adventure. Before I started making this video, I honestly had no idea that the biggest trade was even close to like 20,000 plat, let alone 10x that amount. I'm still not sure if this is the largest trade ever made.
If there's a rarer item, there's a higher price, trust me.
In Warframe history, and it probably isn't, but this is the most documented one of its scale for sure. If anybody does know anything that is potentially bigger or was made on a larger scale, please let me know in the comments. I'll probably pin it if it's actually...
Okay, very interesting stuff. Anyway, Finalin, 10 out of 10. That's a great video. God, I love the Warframe stuff. You know, Warframe has such a history at this point, and again, I still feel it's super underrated for what it is, even though on SteamDB it's doing good and whatnot, so, you know, 10 out of 10. Anyway, bye!